All right, we are live, and this is a test. Welcome to this live broadcast. I'm Dan Lietha, cartoonist and artist and all that stuff, and I have some new equipment that I want to try out tonight. You may notice a different camera angle from what I've been doing in my most recent videos, and I've recently acquired a stand for my webcam that it'll dangle it above my drawing board, so now I can do drawings for my videos. So I'm hoping that these lines will show up. I just kind of draw a fun drawing tonight, and it's sort of in response to a drawing that I did for my Draw It and Know It feature that I do for Reasons for Hope. And this particular creature is a cousin to a creature that I drew for that feature. And for those of you that have seen that particular feature, I think my most recent one is on the llama. And I have a friend that likes llama-related animals. In fact, the alpaca is the creature here, and we actually have some alpacas. There's an alpaca farm not too far away from here, and we've been there. My family and I have been there before, and it's a pretty cool place. And alpacas are endearing and odd animals. Let's put it that way. They're related to the camel and llamas. And they shear them for their wool, and it's really, really soft. But anyway, I drew the llama for my last Draw It and Know It, and knowing that my friend that likes the llama family animals actually likes alpacas better, so tonight for this test I'll just draw a goofy picture of an alpaca. I kind of thought that more people probably knew what llamas were anyway, so that's why I kind of steered away from the alpaca. And when they shear the alpacas, it's really funny because they tend to leave like the head, I think, kind of untouched as far as the haircut goes, and so they sort of look like these weird camel poodles when they're shorn. I don't know if that's sheared, when they're sheared. So I just thought I'd kind of do a sketch doodle thing just to test out my new setup here. I got a new stand last week. I ordered it and found it on see, did I find it on Facebook? I think I did. And got it for a really good price. Kind of a diehard shopper for stuff that's on sale or good prices. So I was able to get it at a really, really, really good price. And then I was super busy this past week, so I haven't really been able to do too much about it. And then I was busy setting this thing up, the stand on my drawing board, and trying to figure out how to hook things up. And It's quite a circus task almost, trying to get this thing set up right. So my usual setup is over on my computer desk. And so I had to move my computer over to my drawing board. And so, of course, you got to change the cords and stuff and plug them into new outlets and that sort of stuff. But then I also had to run my Ethernet cable over to this table. And so I had to get my little adapter out that I was using in the past for doing such a thing. So I got that all figured out. And then there's the webcam and the microphone. I'm using a different microphone tonight too. I don't know if I sound a little bit different, but I've got Blue products. I've got the what's the mic? The big mic over there called. Can't think of the name offhand. It's their one of their better mics. A lot of people that do YouTube videos and stuff have it. The blue, yeah, it's the blue. I can't think of the name. Anyway, it's the larger microphone. And then when I was busy gathering stuff last year, I thought, well, I better have a different mic that I can use in different locations, and so I got a smaller. Well, I guess it's smaller. It's the blue Snowball Ice, so it looks like a globe and sits on its little stand, so I can have that over my drawing board. So that was the intent for that. And so I've used it a couple times for other things, but this is really what I had intended for it, this sort of setup. And so there's the microphone, and then everything over on my other table is set up on a USB hub. So I've got the ability to plug multiple things into my computer that only has 2 USB ports on it. And so that was another obstacle when I came over here, because I'm not going to unplug my hub that's over by my computer. And so I had to find a little sort of a little hub that I have. It's a USB cord that plugs into my port, and then the end of it, I don't know if you want to see it or not, but it has 4 ports in that little end of it, so it's kind of like a extension type of thing. So I had to try to use that, and I could only use it with my microphone and my mouse. So I'm kind of getting by with that. I might have to buy a better USB port for use over here, because I want to have a couple cameras instead of just having one that looks down on my drawing board. And so I had to figure all that out. And then there's the table itself, which actually has a bit of a shake to it. So I hope things aren't shaking too badly, but just want to kind of give this thing a test run to see how it works. And I'm kind of out of practice with inking on actual paper and stuff. And let's see. If you've ever seen a live alpaca, they're really kind of funny animals. one thing that really cracked us up when we saw them, they're very social, and we saw them, kind of at a distance in their field or wherever the area that they were fenced in with, and they were kind of over by the fence looking at people and stuff. And all of a sudden, they all kind of went over and made a big circle with all of them pointed out, their heads pointed out of the circle. It's kind of a large circle. And that's how they go to the bathroom. They're very social, and they had one designated spot that was their bathroom, and they kind of all went at the same time. Kind of like women these days. I don't know if I'm getting in trouble for saying that, but hey, you ladies know you all like to kind of make that trip all by, not all by yourself, but it's kind of a social occasion. Go chat some more. So alpacas do that same sort of thing, except they don't have the privacy. And let's see. It's kind of a goofy photo that I have here. Is anybody? Well, I got 2 people watching. Hello. Hope this is showing up okay. They've got kind of this thing in the middle right there. I'm not trying to caricature this too much. It's actually looks a lot like what I'm drawing, my reference. So some of the alpacas, if you've seen them after they get sheared, they just look like poodles on steroids. They're weird looking animals. And they actually sound kind of weird too. They have this weird kind of a hum to them. So one of the nice things about doing this drawing on real paper is that it'll kind of get me back in practice, I think. You use a stylus on a computer, on a computer screen, and it's nice. I mean, I appreciate that you can do stuff digitally now, but there's nothing that's going to ever replace the real McCoy as far as the feel and just the real marker, real pen, real, whatever you're holding in your hand, making lines, actual lines on a real paper or illustration board or, whatever it is. It's just the real stuff is so just pleasing. So and this marker that I'm using is actually a calligraphy Sharpie marker, if you can see that or not. But a friend of mine up in Columbus who draws caricatures for a living, he actually uses these things a lot in drawing caricatures. He gets the thick and thin lines out of them, and it's working pretty well for me right here now. It's kind of enjoyable. I was too scared to use them while drawing live caricatures myself, so I never ended up. I bought a whole bunch of them and never ended up using them. And I probably should have tried to figure it out, because I think the Sharpie markers that I went with didn't work all that well. And And another thing that I love to do that I haven't done so much with the computer is cross hatching. I used to do that a lot when I was a kid. It's lots of fun. And so there we go. That's the Goofy Alpaca. All right. Well, this is my test run for using my. Oh man, we've got some comments here. I was looking down. Let's see. His servant 77. Good evening, bro. Definitely agree on the paper. Let's put this on there. I tried a few digital devices that had screens and styluses that felt like paper, but never did get into using it. Yeah, I've got an iPad that my daughter's going to laugh at me when I'm talking about this. It's got I bought a cover. It goes over the screen. It's transparent, and it's from a company called Paperlike, and it's supposed to have more of a feel of paper to it. This drawing on a screen, a piece of glass, is not very natural at all, and so it takes a bit of getting used to. I guess the paper-like screen covers is supposed to add some drag to it, so it gives more of a pencil feel. And I've had the thing for, I don't know, a couple months now, that screen thing, and I just haven't taken it off yet. And so she gets on my case every time I talk about it, because she's like, Dad, come on, you got to put that on there. It's a lot better. She's got one, and she has it on hers, and she loves it. And so we took a trip out to North Dakota, and I said, I'm going to put it on during our trip. Well, we went out there, and it was a bit too dusty for me to have confidence that it was going to do a good job. So I kind of got out of it there on that trip, brought it all the way back home, and I still haven't put it on there, and she is teasing me to death about it. Yeah, these markers are fun. All right, so let's see, it's November 2020. So there we go. Oh, let's see. Let's see, his servant 77 wrote, keep reminding me of Kuzco from Emperor's New Groove. Yep. Yeah, I've got that. We haven't seen that movie in quite a while. So yeah, I tried a device called Remarkable. Yeah, I get their emails too. Sounded cool at the beginning, but I got an iPad, and I love that thing. It's surprising. It's kind of helped loosen me up too with digital stuff. I've been kind of in a rut lately with that sort of thing, I think, and it's been helping me. So, all right. Well, thanks for joining me on this broadcast, and I'm going to sign off for now. But have a good night, and hey, if you could subscribe to my videos on YouTube, share them with friends if you know anybody that would like to see Christian drawing videos, some instructional type things. And we got a new message here before I sign off. Do you get to keep drawing each day, or only when having projects for work? Well, I work all day for Reasons for Hope, and so in fact that a lot of times leaks over into the evenings. But I've got a few things on the side that I'm working on, or most of the things right now have been more video related. So I've been trying to come up with artwork for videos, and so I'm trying to grow my channel, and then I'm also trying to kind of loosen my drawing style up and get used to drawing live. If you've heard me talk about drawing live before in the past, doing my creative work. I don't like people peeking over my shoulder so much. So this type of thing's it's taken a little getting used to. I've drawn live caricatures before, and so I'm used to that. That's kind of a performance type of artwork, but other stuff is, so this is more of an exercise to help me get used to drawing on camera, drawing in front of people with other stuff other than caricatures, and then trying to grow my channel. So again, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and so that would make me very happy. So, all right, well, I want to sign off now. Thank you very much for joining me, and have a great week.